So this is triad number 4. The graph shows the height of the flying disk with respect to time. What is the equation of the function? Write the equation in vertex form, then write the equation in the form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So the first thing I need here is I need some points. My vertex here is going to be 2, 10. So that I have to use, all right? Vertex must be used in vertex form. And then the other point, I have a couple options. I can use this point down here, 0, 4. I can use this point over here, 4, 4. The other ones, it looks like, this one looks like 3, 8.25. I could use that, but I'm definitely not going to want to use that decimal or a fraction in there. So what I'm going to use is either the 0, 4 or the 4, 4. Those work out pretty nicely. And since the 0 usually cancels out, I'm going to use this point here. All right, I'm going to use 0, 4 as my second point. So let's start with vertex form. And let's plug in some values. So my y value is going to be 4. We're going to take that from here. We're trying to solve for a. My x value is going to be 0. I'll highlight these in a second. My h value will be 2. And my k value is going to be 10. So these numbers are coming from that x value is 0. My h is this 2. And then my k value is this 10 here. All right, so now that I've plugged in 4 of the 5 variables, we can now solve for a. So we're going to simplify this. So 4 is equal to a times 4 plus 10. All right, we will get a fraction here, negative 3/2. It's not the worst thing in the world. That's a pretty easy fraction to work with. So a is negative 3/2, which makes sense. A should be negative. All right, because my parabola opens downward. So that's a good first way to check that. So let's plug this back into our vertex form. And now this time we're only going to plug in A, H, and K. H we have is red and K is pink. So y is equal to negative 3/2 x minus 2 plus 10. Again, plug in each of those. What color are we looking here? Red. So that's the first part of my answer. All right, they were asking write the equation in vertex form. So I have that equation in vertex form. Next, they want me to write the equation in y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. This is where it takes a little more work. Oh, sorry, this answer should have a squared here, or x minus 2 squared. So this will be a little more work. Again, it's pretty straightforward, but it does get a little tedious. You do have to be careful. So we have y equals negative 3/2. I'm going to write out the x minus 2 squared as x minus 2 times x minus 2 because we're going to need to multiply those out. So I'm now going to use the FOIL method to distribute these two together. So negative 3/2 times x squared minus 2x plus 4. Combine our like terms. And now we do need to distribute this negative 3/2, which was a little annoying, but we can do that. So negative 3/2 x squared. What's going on here? So x squared. And then negative 3/2 times negative 4 is going to be plus. So we wind up with 12 over 2, which is going to be 6x. And then minus, again, 12 over 2, which would just be 6 plus 10. So combine our like terms, y equals -3/2 x squared plus 6x plus 4. The plus 4, remember that's our c value. Our c value represents the y-intercept, which in our graph is 4, so that's good. A is negative, means the parabola opens down. That's good. So there's a good chance we have this correct. Maybe some minor mistakes along the way, but one of the easiest things to check is that your c value should be your y-intercept. All right, and that's it. You have now have your vertex form and your y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So you wrote each of your answers out as they requested.